Hi Naga, this is a prophecy for you. Thanks for your patience. I was a little unwell, it took me a few extra days. Yeah, I just recorded 15 minutes of this prophecy, and then power got cut off and the file wasn't recoverable, so I'm starting all over again. So yeah, this is a fern frond. It's like a fern unfolding, which I think is relevant to your prophecy possibly today. So dear Lord Jesus, I thank you for this prophecy for Naga, and I pray it will be even better than the one that was lost. My daughter Naga, I see and I understand all you are going through. I know it feels like you are walking through darkness. You are walking through a place where you can't see the light ahead of you. But you are like a light, my daughter. You are like a light, like a shepherd that will lead my people. You are a bright shining light. You are like that star that was over Bethlehem when my son was born in that stable. You are bright like that star. So just know that that star is within you, and that my Holy Spirit dwells within you. That light is within you, and I want to use that star and that light within you to draw people to me. For you don't see the light that is on you. It's very bright. It can be seen by others, but it's not something you really see in yourself. But you have this beautiful, serene, calm, peaceful light around you. This light has many properties, and this light is what makes you unique. What makes you special. It's what makes people attracted to come near you. And so I want to use this for my glory. So I want to use this for my purposes. So I want to bring life to many through you, to bring light to many through you, because I am the light of life. I am the light that will shine throughout the nations, and I want you to reach nations for me. I want you to reach peoples for me. And though it may seem you're in the darkness, just remember that that light, that pillar of fire that led the Israelites through the desert, as they went through the desert, it showed them the way. And so my light is going to show you the way. My light is going to light the path ahead of you. And be prepared to hear answers to your prayers in unexpected ways, and in unexpected times. Just know that just because a homeless man comes up to you and says that he has something he needs to say to you, don't dissuade him. Stop and listen to him, because I speak in all manner of ways, and I'm speaking in different ways in this season and in this time. Just as, don't you know that in my word a donkey gave the answer? Don't you know that a little child gave the answer? Don't you know that a blind man, that a leper, that a woman of ill repute spoke my word and gave answers to my people? So just know, my daughter, that I want you to be strong in your faith. I want you to put aside all doubts that I will direct you. Put aside all doubts that I'm not going to be there for you. Put aside all doubts that tell you, that the enemy puts in there, trying to tell you that I will abandon you. For I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. I am Jehovah Rapha, your healer. And I am not God, that I am not a man that I should lie. That I am one who tells the truth. When I say I will direct you, when I say I will guide you, I will. And it may not be in the way that you expect. And it may be that though while you're suffering and struggling with doubt and confusion, that lift yourself up, lift your chin up. Your head is hanging low, your head is bowed down, and I want to lift up your chin, and I want you to bow before me and say to me, I trust you, Lord. I trust you, Lord. I trust you, Lord. Even in the darkness, even in the confusion, even when I don't see a light to light my way, even when I don't see that pillar of fire, even when I don't feel like I am a light within, that I trust you, Lord, that you will light the way, that in your good way and in your good timing, you will show me the path, you will show me the way. For though it seems like there's darkness and turmoil and confusion all around you, know that there is a straight path that I have for you to walk upon. Know that as this fern is unfurling, so I want you to bloom again, my daughter. So where you've put yourself into a little ball, like a child has put himself in a fetal position when he's upset or scared or traumatized, and it's like part of you has gone inward and curled up like a fern. But I'm going to unfurl that fern, and that fern is going to come out and it's going to bloom again, because people need your light. People need my presence that is upon you. People need to know the hope that you have within you, for you have everything you need. You have my light, you have my life, you have my purity, you have everything that you need for your call. And whether it looks different to what you expected or whether it's the same as what you envisioned, so you know that I am a God who directs your feet and directs your path. And I want you to know that I'm pleased with you, my daughter. I'm pleased with your zeal for me. I'm pleased with your passion for me. I'm pleased with the way that you want nothing more to fulfill my will for you in your life. I am so pleased with you, my daughter. You have stuck with it. You have persevered. You have walked forward even when it felt like you were walking through darkness. And I want you to honor you this day, my daughter. I want to honor you for who you are in me, for all that I have created you to be, for all that you have done for me, for your heart for me, for your passion for me, for your zeal for me, for it is great in my eyes. And I do not look upon it as a small thing. It is a big thing in my eyes that you have taken steps out for me, to serve me, to love me, to help people around you, to sacrifice all for me. Know, my daughter, that I see your heart and I treasure your heart. And I'm not going to leave you hanging forever. I'm not going to leave you in the dark forever. Just know that my ways are higher than your ways and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. So even when things don't turn out as you have expected, even when things don't seem to be going the way that you envisaged or the way you thought I told you they would go, just know, my daughter, that through this I'm growing your roots deeper. I'm growing your roots deeper down into the ground. I'm growing you into a place of solidness. I'm growing you into a place where you can open up and have more dimensions to yourself, to your character, to your giftings. And just know that because of this experience you've been through, that you're going through, that you will go through, that you now have the ability to understand many people and to minister to many other people that you wouldn't otherwise have had without this experience, without this things that you're going through, that you have just had more dimensions added to your character. And you're saying, what for? What was the use? What was the purpose? I feel like I'm dead. I feel like I'm just useless. I feel like I have no fruit here. But I want you to know, my daughter, that sometimes the fruit is hidden underground. Sometimes the fruit is hidden out of the way. It's hidden in a hidden place, and you can't always see it. Know that my fruit that I create in you isn't always obvious. It isn't always seen by others. It isn't even always seen by you. Just know that there's a purpose in all things. There's a purpose in what I'm doing in your life right now. Some things you may look at in your life and think, that's disastrous, that's awful, that's terrible. But know, my daughter, that I'm not leaving you abandoned. So put aside those lies that says I have abandoned you. Put aside those doubts that have said I will not provide for you. Put aside those doubts that have said I will not show you the way, and trust in me again, my daughter. Read the Hebrews chapter on the children of faith, those who were commended for their faith, because I commend you and I will commend you for yours, my daughter. As I build your faith, as I grow your faith, know that as you take steps of faith, as you meditate on scriptures of faith and believe those scriptures, that I will add my anointing to those words of my words that I put in your heart, that you read off the page, and those scriptures are going to come alive. And you're going to have a testimony of faith. You're going to have a testimony of faith throughout the doubts, throughout the concerns, throughout the confusion. You're going to have a testimony of faith, because that is what I have for you. That is what I have given you. For sometimes the testimony that I give you is greater than the work that I give you to do, is greater than the harvest that you're wanting to see come in for me, is greater than the career that you want to have. Sometimes the fruit of faith, what I build deep in your heart that can't be seen, is greater and more important to me than the outward works of serving me. And just know, my daughter, that I am building fruit within you. I'm building fruit deep within you, and I'm not going to leave you to suffer. I'm not going to leave you in the lurch. I'm not going to leave you without a plan. But trust in me as I make all ways straight. Trust in me as I show you the way. Trust in me and know that you are like that bright light who will draw many to come to know me, who will lead many to come to know me. For you are like that evangelist. You are like that one who shows people the way. You are that gem. You are that priceless jewel. And you don't always see that. You don't always see the jewel that I have placed within you. You don't always see the depth of love that I have placed within you. For you are a lover of my soul. You are a lover of the people that I put around you. You are not a woman of hate. You're a woman of love. You're a woman who extends grace to others. You're not a woman who condemns. You're a woman of love. You're a woman of light. You're a woman of peace. You're a woman of beauty. You're a woman who I'm proud of, my daughter. You are a woman I am proud of. I am proud to have as my daughter. I'm proud to have in my kingdom. Yes, I'm proud of you. Yes, you. I'm proud of you. For though things have seemed broken, though you've seemed and you've felt like you've been in a junkyard, and some of the stuff in the junkyard has been moved around, and it's been taken to different places, and it's been recycled, and it's been used, and it's had a purpose. But you feel like that pickup truck on the side of the junkyard, and you feel like that broken down pickup truck that isn't moving, that it isn't going anywhere, that's just stagnant. You feel like that pickup truck that God can't use, that God can't get moving again. But I want you to know, my daughter, that even that pickup truck can get moving again. Even that pickup truck has worth. Even that broken and run-down pickup truck can do glorious things and much more than you ever thought it could do. So don't feel useless. Don't feel helpless, because I am working behind the scenes to bring about amazing things in your life. I'm going to use people to speak to you in unusual ways. I'm going to use unusual ways to confirm things to you. I'm going to use unusual situations and circumstances to speak to you. So be on the lookout for the unusual. Be on the lookout for all the new things and the new ways of speaking that I'm using in this hour. For you are my beautiful servant. You are my beautiful bride. And I do not leave my bride hanging. I do not leave my bride at the altar. I do not say, let's get married, and then walk out on the morning or the afternoon or the evening of the wedding. I do not abandon my bride. I do not leave her waiting at the altar. I am one who is faithful. I am one who is worthy. I'm one you can trust in. I'm one you can believe in. And I want you to know that you are perfect for what I have created you to be, and you are all I have created you to be. You're everything I have created you to be, and I'm so proud of you. You're so precious. You're so loved. You're so appreciated by me, and I want to use you in even greater ways. But sometimes it's like pulling back that arrow. It just seems to have backward movement as that arrow is pulled back, and it just seems to be going backwards. But to be thrust forward, it needs to have that forward. It needs to be pulled back to get that forward momentum, to thrust it forward, to hit the target. It needs to be pulled backwards before it can be let go. And it's just like that's what you are doing right now. That's where you've been. You've felt like you've gone backwards, but you're actually being pulled backwards to be thrust forward even further than you would have been had you just gone forward on your own momentum, gone forward on your own strength, gone forward on your own will and in your own way. Know that this way, my daughter, I can extend you further. Know that this way, my daughter, I can take you further. Know that this way, my daughter, that I can achieve things within you that could never have been achieved otherwise. Know that you are pure before me. Know that you are righteous before me in my Son's love, and know that there's breaks for you, there's rest for you, there's refreshing for you, that you don't always have to be hard at work, but I have things for you which will delight you. I have things for you that will put a smile upon your face. I have things for you that will open up doors for you, doors that you'll be able to walk through this time, doors you'll be able to walk through to go to your destiny, and do not worry about what the doors may look like, what the opportunities may look like. They may be different to what you thought, they may be the same. You look out for the unusual, you look out for the different, because there are different things happening in this time, in this era, and in this age, as the enemy moves about, bringing back all kinds of setbacks, bringing around all kinds of confusions and turmoils. Know that I am on the offensive, making my moves in secret, surprising the enemy with all kinds of things that I am going to do to break out. So even when it seems like the people of God are losing, even when it seems like the people of God are being held back, know, my daughter, that I'm positioning my children, I'm positioning my people, including you, my daughter, to be in a place of relevance, to be in a place of influence, to be in a place where they can teach and preach and share my word, and be unhindered by the enemy's attempts at turmoil, at chaos, at destruction and even death. So just know, my daughter, that there's a plan for you, there's a purpose for you in all this, and I'm not going to turn aside from you. I'm not going to turn away from you. Build up your faith this day. Build up your hope this day. For I will not leave you in the lurch. I'm going to move upon you, and you're going to suddenly break out. You're going to suddenly break out, and you're going to be wondering why you ever doubted, why you were ever concerned. Know, my daughter, that I work in ways that are higher and unexpected than your ways. Know, my daughter, that things don't always appear to go in a straight line when you follow me. Things change, things move around, people and places and spiritual things move around in the spirit realm, and things get moved and repositioned and replaced and retrained and put in a different place than they were before. So know, my daughter, that new life is coming. Know, my daughter, that my presence is coming to invade you and envelop you in a new way. Do not be afraid, for I have great things for you. Do not be afraid, for I am going ahead of you to make a way in the wilderness, to make a way in the desert and streams in the wasteland, as Isaiah says. And so his word is relevant today. I'm bringing you into the land of plenty. I'm bringing you into a land of promise. And no matter what the enemy tries to do, whatever the chaos he tries to bring, he's no match for me, the King of the universe, the Lord over all of creation. No, my daughter, you're in the right hands. You're on the right team. So keep trusting in me and you will find balance in your life. So I'll leave it there, Naga, and I hope that prophecy helped you. I had 2 goes at it, so fortunately I think this one will be okay. God bless you.